Hello everyone, welcome to Acquire and Speak. This is Alex. Today we are going to learn about perspectivă și retrospectivă. Care este mai bună? Retrospectiva sau perspectiva, viziunea? Okay, so today we are going to learn about this, but in English. And at the end you will decide what is better. Hindsight or the foresight, okay? So let's see some examples. Let's start with hindsight. Okay, so what does it mean? I'm going to give you now the definition of the word hindsight. Okay, so hindsight is the ability to understand an event or situation only after it has happened. Okay, so it's something like, oh, I should have done that, or I should have said that, I should have acted in that way. Okay, so you realize after that event has happened, you realize, oh, I should have done maybe differently. I should have done it differently. Okay, good. So we are going to see some examples. How does this experience feel in hindsight? Yes, how does this experience feel in hindsight? With hindsight, yes, now I realize doing that was a mistake. Yes, with hindsight, yes, looking back at the past, I realize that it was a mistake. Okay, let's see one more example. In hindsight, that was not an adequate response. Yes, in hindsight, that wasn't an acceptable answer or an adequate response. Okay, now we are going to see some examples with the word foresight. Okay, but before seeing some examples, please let me provide the definition of the word foresight, because it's very beautiful. Yes, it's in Romania's perspectivă, viziune, is the ability to judge correctly what is going to happen, or the ability to foresee, to foresee or prepare wisely for the future. Yes, so I know actually a few people that have a very good foresight. Now let's see some examples. So I have, if you want to impress your friends, okay, you can tell them this: I have the gift of foresight. Okay, or I had the foresight to sell my business just before the market collapsed. Or one more example: I had the foresight to sell my apartment, my flat, just before the prices went down. Yes, so the prices went down. Okay, or I had the foresight to invest my money wisely. Yes, I was wise. So I had the foresight to invest my money wisely. Now this is a very interesting, yes, this is a combination. In hindsight, my career choices show a lack of foresight. Okay, so when I look back, I understand that I should have done maybe something else. Yes, I should have chosen something else. So it means that I had a lack of foresight. So I didn't know what to choose. I wasn't very good. Okay, good. And the last one, as I told you, you'll have to decide what is better. Foresight is better than hindsight, or hindsight is better than foresight. Okay, so we will end this lesson. You also have the part with the listening skills. Go and check it, and I'm going to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
I didn't know it at the time, but in hindsight, I see the difference in mindsets.
Yes, I definitely should have gone there in hindsight, I have to say. On hindsight, this was a big mistake.
I don't know, in hindsight, how smart it was. In fact, it was a little dangerous.
She said, now in hindsight, I realize that was rather foolish. I could have been shot.
Also believe that all too often our government made decisions based on fear rather than foresight.
We had a father with foresight that founded the firm and gave us the opportunity to develop it.
And I think that's not for a lack of foresight, imagination, or vision on their parts. I think